Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope we're all having a great day today and that we're all doing well. So it seems to be that this part of the year is crossover season. A lot of new seasons are releasing for games and they're getting a lot of crossovers in it. So obviously the upcoming season of Rainbow Six Siege, Operation Shadow Legacy, we're getting the Sam Fisher over Splinter Cell crossover, and we're getting Sam Fisher in the game. Fortnite seem to also be having like a Marvel thing right now. They're having a full Marvel season. So it seems like game companies and big IPs and other things are kind of jumping into the gaming world, and they're a lot more open to crossovers these days. And obviously we're getting Splinter Cell, like I just said, in Rainbow Six Siege with Sam Fisher. So I thought I'd kind of make this little fun video to kind of give my thoughts on maybe some more crossover characters that we could get in the future. So obviously Siege is now opening its way up to allow other game franchises to kind of come in and bring in new characters. Now Splinter Cell is another Tom Clancy franchise, so it's not that hard to get them in since they are part of the same IP and everything technically. And that isn't always the case though. We had the Tomb Raider Elite skin for Ash, and Tomb Raider is from a completely different developer and everything, but they actually managed to get the rights and have a little joint partnership and have the Ash Elite skin. I remember Brawlhalla, which is another game by Ubisoft, they also had like a Tomb Raider event. So that there's deals obviously on the table, and Ubisoft's obviously willing to allow this stuff into their games. And Rainbow Six Siege obviously, because we got the Lara Croft set. We've also had other crossover skins in the past, but they've all been Ubisoft IP. So we've had like an Assassin's Creed skin for Capcan, we've had another Splinter Cell skin for Jaeger, I think we had a Far Cry skin, a Far Cry Blood Dragon skin for Castle, and all stuff like that. So crossovers are not really new in Siege. Character crossovers are brand new, and obviously from different game developers is kind of a new thing as well. Like I said, with the Ash Tomb Raider skin. Do I think that eventually we'll get a skin for an operator from a completely different game? I'm still on the fence about that. I don't know if Ubisoft will go that far and design a whole operator around it. I mean, it's perfectly doable if they get the rights. There's nothing stopping them. They could have made Lara Croft in this game rather than just making an elite skin for Ash, but if they were to make an operator, it would take quite a long period of time of planning, because obviously operators can take like, I think it is like 8 months to a year to actually make. So if they want to do like an actual proper crossover character, they're going to have to spend some time in it. And obviously Sam Fisher's been in the development then for, like I said, 8 months to a year. So yeah, there's got to be a lot of planning into it if they are going to make crossover characters. So they're going to have to get some good deals going on. And that's probably why it's probably harder to get a third-party character from a completely different developer into the game, because it just takes so long to develop. Whereas like I imagine the Ash Elite skin didn't take that long to make. Obviously it still took some time, but not compared to making a brand new operator or something. So this video I wanted to give my idea for another crossover character that we could get in the future, and that is actually Nomad from the Ghost Recon franchise. Now you'd obviously have to change the name Nomad because we've already got a Nomad in Siege, so I'd maybe change his name to Recon, with the name Ghost Recon. And Recon, I would say, kind of goes well with the gadget that I would like him to have. So basically for his gadget, I'd like him to have like a flying drone, basically, just like these quadcopter drones that you get in real life, nothing too advanced or something, and you'll be able to fly it around the map, fly it through skylights and stuff, put it in little positions. Maybe it could have an invisibility bit like Echo does, but if it has invisibility and it's an attack, I think that may be a bit strong. So maybe not the invisibility part. Maybe it can give off some noise if it is invisible, but definitely be able to fly around the map, get it in some positions where you won't really be able to get a drone and stuff like that. And yeah, make it controllable obviously by Recon, and he can fly it in and out. He can ping people on it and everything. You could have it set up on windows, like a camera set up on a window from a distance and stuff like that. It could be over a skylight, watching a skylight rotation. I don't know, I feel like this is quite a concept of an operator that I thought they would have already added by now. It's the fact that we're in year 5, and to think about it, we've not even had an operator with a flying drone on attack. I thought that would be one of the first operators that they would ever add to the game. But yeah, like I said, I would make it Nomad from Ghost Recon, but obviously I'd change his name to like Recon or something like that. And I think Recon goes well with the whole idea of him using a drone to fly in and get some intel and stuff like that, like a reconnaissance drone. So that I think the name Recon would fit pretty well. If you've played Ghost Recon, you can technically change Nomad to anything you want, But the actual default classic Nomad, he actually has like a backstory, and his name is Anthony Perryman. So we've kind of already got a backstory set out. They could just take this Nomad from the Ghost Recon games, just like they've taken Sam Fisher, maybe change his look a tiny bit, but still be the same person. And I think that'd be a pretty cool crossover as well with Ghost Recon. And if you've actually played in the past, there was an event in Ghost Recon Wildlands where it was actually Caviera and Valkyrie and Twitch. You had to help Valkyrie and Twitch find Caviera, as I think it was Caviera went rogue or something like that to go save her brother, and Valkyrie and Twitch were sent to go find her. And then obviously you team up with Ghost Recon and the ghosts, you team up with them and to help find Caviera. So it was a very cool mode. I actually remember playing it. It was really fun. So the universes seem to be collided already, and the characters seem to know each other, so I don't imagine it's quite hard to get Nomad from Ghost Recon into Rainbow Six Siege. I think it's probably one of the most possible crossovers after Sam Fisher that we would probably get now that Sam Fisher's in the game. I can just see this being the most probable one. But yeah, I think it'd be very cool. Obviously, like I said, you've got the collision of the name Nomad, because we've already got Nomad in Rainbow Six Siege. So I would change his name, but I think the gadget's pretty cool. When it comes down to loadout, I actually don't know what I'd give him. Maybe he could get Maverick's M4, or we could get a brand new weapon, or Thermite's IR. I think there's a lot of cool weapons that still could be reused. I know a lot of people still want brand new weapons in the game, which is fair enough. Zero obviously is getting a new weapon, the SC3000K I believe it's called. That might be wrong, don't quote me on that. But he's obviously getting the new AR. As far as I'm aware, the new Defender coming next season, in Season 4, sorry, Year 5 Season 4, I don't think she has a new weapon. I think she is using recycled weapons, which I'm perfectly fine with, but I know there are still going to be people that are going to be upset. But she might get a new weapon, I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any new weapons. But hey, Recon could get some new weapons as well. I'm not really that savvy on guns, so if there's a weapon that you'd like in Rainbow Six Siege, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, maybe that could be one that comes in a future operator. But I think I'm going to show some gameplay as well of Black Ops 4 in this, as there was an operator, I think her name was Spectre, and she had basically a drone, which I quite like the idea of how it works. Maybe not, because her drone in Black Ops 4, if you just sat it somewhere, it would automatically scan people for you and show you on the map. Maybe don't do that in Siege. Maybe make it that you can only scan people if you manually scan, or a teammate manually scans. But I just like to use it as a comparison to kind of show what I'm talking about, and just show like you throw up a drone, you set it in a position, and someone can sit and watch it for you, and you can move it if you're still alive. I don't know, I think that's quite an interesting operator concept, which I'm actually surprised that we've not got yet. I don't really know about balancing yet, obviously, because like I said, it's only a concept. I'm not going to go that into deep about how it'll be balanced or something like that. But I imagine it'd have like the same counters as most. Heck, maybe Mozzie could even hack it. Definitely Mute would be a counter, and obviously it could be shot and destroyed. So I do think it'd be a very cool concept to have in the game. It would maybe be quite hard to hit if it's quite a thin hitbox and stuff, and you're like flying around quite fast. That could actually be quite a big distraction. You know, you fly one of them in sights, you start scanning people, they try and shoot it, someone runs in and gets the frag whilst they're really focused on the drone, because I know some people struggle with the normal drones in the game, so imagine that flying about. That could be quite cool. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. I'm sorry that it isn't maybe that good an idea. I just, you know, I was thinking about the crossover with Sam Fisher and stuff like that, and I think that'd be quite cool if we could get a crossover with Ghost Recon, and I kind of came up with this idea of a new operator, a new attacker called Recon, with like a reconnaissance flying drone. But yeah, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about my concept for a new crossover operator. I'd also like to hear everyone's thoughts about their own ideas, some new weapons, some new gadgets that we could get in the game, because as far as I'm aware, Siege is not going anywhere anytime soon, so there's going to be a lot more gadgets coming out, so I really do want to hear everyone's thoughts. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing if you did enjoy my commentary. We're on the road to 10k and we're doing so well, and I can't thank everyone enough. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like. If you did not, dislike it, and I shall see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching.